Hello. In this video we're going to look at an example of an application of the components of vectors, of resolving vectors into components. So here's our example. A box weighing 400 pounds is held in place on a ramp that is at an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. What is the force that is required to hold the box in place? All right, so I'm going to draw a rather large picture. We have the ground, right? That's understood to be 0 degrees. And then we have a ramp that is at 30 degrees. And I'm drawing it, it doesn't really look 30 degrees. It looks more like 45. But and essentially you have a box here, right? It's on a ramp. And the box weighs 400 pounds. Okay. Now, the weight of the box is technically going straight down toward the earth, like that. And that is 400 pounds. Now, there is another force that is acting here, and that's the force of the box pushing down on the ramp, right? And that is perpendicular to the ramp. So essentially you have a couple of different forces here, and we want to know what is the force required to keep the box from sliding. So that would be something like this. Now, so what we have here then are a couple of right triangles. We have one right triangle here. Right? We also have another right triangle here. Right? There's this force here like that. So you have a perpendicular force here, and then you have a vertical force going straight down into the earth, which is the pull of gravity on that box. Okay, and we want to know, what is this force right here, F? What is this keeping the box from sliding? All right, so we know that if this is 30 degrees, obviously this over here must be 60 because I've got a right triangle right here. So this is 60 degrees, right? But we also have this right triangle, correct? So, and this is also a right angle. This is also a right angle right here because this is perpendicular. The force of this box pushing down on the ramp is also 90 degrees right here. So this is 30 degrees. Okay. So now we want to know, relative to this angle, now we're working with this angle right here, relative to this 30-degree angle, how do I find out what this force is? Well, this force then, I have, let's draw that here. Right, I have this, we have this. We have a 30-degree angle here. We know this is 400 pounds. And I want to know, what is this force right here? Well, relative to the 30 degrees, this force is the opposite. Right, it's the opposite. And then here across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. So what I want to use then is the trigonometric ratio, is the sine. So I want to say, well, the sine of 30 degrees must be this F over the hypotenuse, 400. So therefore I can find F is 400 sine of 30 degrees. And we know the sine of 30 degrees is half, so I know I'm going to have 200 pounds. Okay. And that's the force that it takes to keep the box from sliding down the ramp. Thanks so much for listening.